So structural section and the foundation plans and the first floor framing plans and the roof framing plan generally will show you how this whole thing is actually put together at a structural point, right? Like how it all lines up, footings, details, all that stuff. That's very, very, very important. Often people leave this for last. I would say this is kind of one of the first things people should start thinking about, because it's like, well, how all of this stuff works, you know? Right. Now, so once you have your cartoon set, you know, 2.1 and 2.2, then you have a target. Then you have a target of what it is that you're supposed to generate, right? Other items that you're gonna need is if you have a surveyor, so your surveyor should provide you with an existing survey and a proposed survey. The way that it goes is that the surveyor sends you the existing, and you should have that early on in the design process. But after you've already gotten an accepted design option that's been signed off, you send the surveyor immediately a PDF and CAD of what's proposed. And he's gonna be able to grab that and put it into the proposed and tell you any setback issues too. He will be another line of defense when it comes to zoning and checking zoning. On the T sheets, as you know, we show zoning as well, like the zoning table, things like that. There may be more sheets, but this is a good base package. That way you know what to do. All right, we're good on that. So the survey typically is 2 sheets, right? 1 and 2, existing and proposed. Maybe sometimes they show it right next to each other, you know, existing and proposed survey, you know, with their stamp and all that stuff. So that's the bulk of a permit set. A project manager should tell you these are the sheets you're gonna need, and you should be able to easily duplicate those sheets that you have already on the design stages. Not duplicate the sheet, but duplicate the views so that you don't touch it, and start dragging these new views into their respective location. That's how I often do it. I will go, start populating this, and I will get it done, and I keep moving on to the next one. I will move into the next sheet. I will move into the next sheet. Some people do the shotgun approach on populating everything, boom, 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 and start getting. I think it's best to be methodical. So you know what? I'm gonna do my title sheets. Now I'm gonna do my life safety sheets. Now you happen to have good existence already. Great, good job. You're just moving because step 1, 2, and 3 taught you how to do that. The demo ones you're gonna have to generate, so that's gonna take a little bit more time. The proposed, you already have it, you just have to document it. The exterior elevation, you already have it, you have to document it. You have to create sections. You have to create enlarge. You have to create a door and window schedule to understand that. You have to create detailed wall sections and details and, you know, roof details. You have to create a new coordination plan, but it's methodical, one by one by one by one. You don't move on to the next one until you've understood the previous one, because this is your first one ever. After you've done this a while, you work almost automatically and you figure out your own flow. All right. So then the next step that our project manager is going to do with you is go into what it means, what each one of these sheets mean. What are they for? Why do we even need them? Do we always need them? Do we not need them? Do we sometimes need them? How do we make them? All right. So that's the next part that we're going to talk about.